All right, it's your girl Sandra D, the main event, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to my community of love and unity. We will not be talking about hair. We will not be talking about food. We are on this journey talking about the narcissist. And if you have not subscribed, what you waiting on? So now I got a request to do a video in regards to someone who is divorcing a narcissist after being with them for 10 years. And they also have children and they do communicate with one another. But she wants to understand how she can maintain her peace without her being placed in an emotional state or feeling drained every time she has to communicate. And also, she is communicating her situation as well as through the courts. So bravo to you, because I believe that was the first thing that you needed to do, especially when you're dealing with a narcissist, because a narcissist is very petty. They did not expect for you to leave the relationship. They wanted you to continue to take the abuse, and they wanted you to be the Stepford wife. Okay, a Stepford wife is someone who will do everything that the narcissist is asking them to do without you being able to communicate your wants, your needs, or your desires. They want you to serve them, okay, without you receiving anything in return, because they felt like they gave you everything that they needed in the initial love bombing stage. And then when you're getting married to a narcissist, when they're getting married, they're not thinking about you in the marriage. They're only thinking about themselves. So when they got married to you and the wedding was probably a beautiful wedding, it was all about the narcissist and what they wanted and how they wanted it to go. Because as far as they're concerned, they're the captain of the ship. Okay? And you were just someone that they wanted to have on deck to be able to bark their demands at. When that narcissist said jump, they wanted you to say, how high do you want me to jump? Do you remember in the movie Coming to America when the young lady was getting ready to get married to Eddie Murphy, and then she was trained a certain way to be able to serve the prince, the king to be? And what was her response when he sat there and had a conversation with her? Okay, he said, what kind of foods you like? She was like, whatever kind of foods you like. This is what the narcissist wanted you to do. He wanted you to be like Vanessa Bell in Coming to America. And whenever he said something, what he was expecting for you to say is, whatever you like. So when he wasn't able to get everything that he wanted, this is when he started throwing his fits, his rage. He felt like this is not what he signed up for, not realizing, or maybe did realize, relationships work two ways. It's not a one-sided thing, but when you come together as one, you make an agreement to come together, but you also make decisions together. But the narcissists don't want you to make decisions. They want to be able to make the decisions. They don't want you to participate in that. They just want you to go along and be a yes man. So I'm not sure how your marriage was coming to an end, if you decided to divorce them or they decided to go. This I don't know. I didn't ask. I didn't see it in the comments, but I did want to touch on that a little bit. Now, because this narcissist is upset that they were not able to continue to put you through the abusive cycle, they're going to do everything that they can to try to make you miserable, especially if you have kids with them. Okay? It's going to be good cop, bad cop in this scenario. And they're going to put you in the light as you being the bad cop, because they're going to try everything they can to try to spoil them kids to get them on their side. And try to talk about you in a bad light and that you the reason why the marriage had ended and don't want to take no responsibility. Now, as far as how you're going to communicate and how you're going to maneuver, that's going to be a little difficult. But one of the things that I will say is, whatever happens, do not talk bad about the narcissist in front of your children. Because the narcissist is going to sit over there and try to ask them kids what you are saying about them and what's going on. They're going to use your kids because they know you love your kids. So they're going to use the kids by giving them gifts and trying to spoil them so that they can get everything that they can know what's going on in your household because they're nosy. And they're trying to fish for information to see how they're going to be able to get things to work in their favor. And they probably lie in court too, because they're good for lying. And they're going to try to manipulate as much as they can. Now, as far as some of your responses, the things about a narcissist, even if you are divorcing the narcissist, the best thing that you can do is not communicate as much. And you're going to have to be the parent when you're talking to them, because you got to remember you're dealing with a narcissist who is still stuck in their childhood. So you're going to have to, you got kids, so you already know, for example, Johnny, this is not the way we're going to work and handle things. So you're going to have to validate their feelings. One thing that you can say is, I understand how you're feeling. That's giving them validation. You can tell them, your anger is not my responsibility, because it's not. You can tell them, I don't like the way that you're speaking to me. So I'm going to disengage from this conversation. You can also, if you can, just walk away. Because at the end of the day, they are just trying to bait you to work on your emotions to get you to snap. And you need to be able to keep your calm and keep your peace. And you need to communicate in a way. And when you're looking at them, just remember, even though they're adults, you're talking to the child that's inside of them. And the only thing that you're doing is letting them know, I'm sorry you feel that way. You can say to them, we both have a right to our own opinions. We can agree to disagree. And you can also, say yes, no, thank you. Just really short responses to where you're not having a whole conversation. And if you feel yourself getting angry and upset, say, I appreciate, us coming together and having a talk, but tell them, what, I need to leave. I think that will be some of the best ways that you can keep a bare minimum of the conversations that you need to have with them. Because your triggers. And the narcissist knows too. But you also know the narcissist. Because you were married to them for 10 years. So in order for you to keep your peace, you're going to have to woosah. You're going to have to breathe in and you're going to have to breathe out. And then, if you feel yourself getting mad and angry, just walk away. And then when you are ready to get into your car or whatever you need to do and you got that quiet space, then you scream, you yell, you fuss, you do all that. Because you're not giving them a negative emotion. Because they want to have any type of supply that they can get, good or bad. And you're not going to give them neither. You're just going to be calm, cool, and collective. And if you have to, you know that old rubber band trick? You know, you feel yourself getting mad, and you pull on it and it snaps back. That's just a reminder for you also that you can use as a way of remembering, okay, you know what? I'm not going to go there, because you already know what you're dealing with. So try some of those techniques. I hope everything works out. Continue to come back for more videos. And remember, you are destined for greatness. And thank you for the question.